Hi everyone! I decided to use Vuvox as my moving media tool. Will be a very short tutorial just to get to know a little bit more about the site. I really like this site because not only does it let you put all of your visuals in one location, but it's very good, especially when you're doing presentations. And it's another way that you can it's a more interactive presentation with photos. You can also do videos, music, and text as well. And it's easier to share your presentations either with your class or with or in the workplace. One of the basic tools available on Vuvox is Express. There's also Collage, and there's also Studio. Okay, Express is easy to use because it's a little version of Studio. Also, as you can see, there's different places where you can get like pictures from different styles. Like there's photo slider, cut out, almost like PowerPoint when it does like transitions when it moves along. And they also have like things like you have like a tree, like when it sprouts out. It's really cool. And it does a short like video clip motion to see how it would look like. And there's different ones, or there's a regular one that's just like a slideshow. So I thought that was really cool. Some have like things with variations, like simple things like top stories, other options that you can do. You can do that way. We'll do this one and see how it uploads. There you go. We do postcards like that. So it's something to look at. And it shows you here really quick like the steps. Like one, you select the source. It can either be from an album that you already have on your computer or something from a newsfeed. And two, you can choose, like I said, the styles, like different ways that you want it to visualize as well. And then you just add the new picture, the creation that you just made, to your page. So it's really easy. Here are some at the bottom. There's some things that people have done, or examples that you can do. And then when you're finished, there's an option here where you can name your piece, and then you just click I'm done, and it automatically goes into your channel. Okay. Also, for example, let's do collage. Okay. Now collage is I like collage a lot, especially because you can do like create panoramic slideshows, and where you can add like text that's always like interactive text. You can add photos, you can add videos, and so I thought that was really cool. So this is an example that's already on the page just to show you what can be done. And of course you can put all different photos, and this is an interesting tool because as you're doing your presentation, you have a panoramic view of all of your work, and you can, like I said, you can add text, you can add music and things like that, or videos. Of course you could, like for example, if you hit play here, it moves along, and if you really have to, you could always just hit pause, stop, talk about the particular section, and then you could always hit the play button again and continue. So I thought this was really interesting, and I liked it a lot. Also, these are all user-friendly tools that you could always do. Let's say you can always drop them and add them to create your presentation. Also, in the create tab at the top, and there's like my stuff where you can see your recent works. You can do your profile, see, you can add pictures, you can edit it, and you can see your collages and the creations that you did through the Vuvox collage as well. And if you wanted to explore, you could always go to let's say features, and it'll give you different works of people that they've done. You can see what they did. And it's really interesting because you see all the different kinds of work that people put into these collages, or the piece of works that they've done, and it's always posted here. So if you can do under featured, like most recent or just random. You can look at what people have done, and it's very interesting to see that. Also, in some of these sites, we'll go back, and yes, there's a little bit. This site does include a bit of advertising. You can see here for eBay Motors, it's there, but it's not like it's popping all over the place. So that's a very good thing. Also, I've noticed that when I made the account for you, there's it's free. There's nothing to pay. You don't have to register to view the content on this page. So I mean, it's easy to upload, especially if it's very short. However, if it's a lot, like if you're putting just strictly mainly videos, that may take a while to upload. But you could just easily, like I said, you just drag a picture from your desktop and just drag it into place, and you can just easily make it there. So I thought that was interesting. We're gonna just try to create a new collage just to show you how we can just drag it and do that. You could do that also. You could do from Flickr, you can do from Picasa, or even your Facebook pictures or images on there. You can also do that. Also, the only thing I will say that just be careful with the copyright pictures and doing that. Okay, so here's an example how you could create a collage. I'm sorry. You can simply click upload. Okay, I just leave it in my media tab just to be there. If you have an existing collection, you can always just choose it from there. Of course, you would have your name on it, or you could just create a new one up at the top. So I just decided to do that, and these are some of the pictures that I used in my intro, my podcast intro. So I think I'm just going to use this one. Okay, just click it, and it's uploading. It's just processing, and once it's finished uploading, you'll see it down here in my media. Okay, so you can see there's a Flickr tab, there's a Picasa tab, library tag, and my cousin Smug Mug. As you see, you could also put video, audio, and other graphics, and you can organize it there. There's a button for that. So basically, we want to just drag it. I'll drag these two. So I'll just put this one up here, so you can see. There it is. I'll just drag another one and put it right after. Okay, so we're just going to just save it, and it's done. And then we want to preview it. I'm going to do this full screen. So you can see it moves very quickly. There's only a couple of photos, but you could always change the timing and everything, add more pictures, and you'll see how it goes on. You could also hit the share button here, and you can share it with YouTube or any other video site. You could do that as well. But it's very, especially in the classroom, I think it's a great tool, especially for teachers. And for those students who have a hard time focusing on a lesson, this is a great tool. So that way you have an entire lesson right in front of them, so they can see it. And yeah, it's not a movie where they can just sit there and watch, but it has like interactive things where they can look at, take down notes and things like that. So, and it's also another way that students can use to and students can also use this as like a presentational tool, especially if they're not comfortable using it in doing presentations in front of class. They can just use this, and they can record their voices instead of standing up in front of class. For example, for a history class, okay, students can create timelines of events, according to what they are learning. They can also create showcase events and issues such as environmental and world events, or simply just make a timeline of an animal or plant life cycle together as a class or in small groups. This is great for peer review components, like where students do peer assessments. Also, basically the possibilities of creating something like this are endless. So this is a great tool for both students and teachers to use in the classroom, and I definitely will use this in the future in my classrooms. Other than it's a great tool.